was too, but it was a 4-run win for Lancashire. And here's what happened on Monday evening.
Here we go. That's much more like it. Roar of approval down below us from the Lancashire dressing room. Flat batted. Hard. And all the way.
Oh, this is just a baseball shot from Davis. Is a brilliant shot.
Oh, he's gone even further this time. Fabulous strike from Davis.
Oh, that's beautiful. Great placement, beautiful timing. And that brings up a half century to Alex Davis. Down the ground. From Croft. Oh, he's hit that well. He has absolutely nailed this down the ground. Flat 6.
Now he tries it. He's got plenty on it as well. Rattling the seats 5 rows back. Now Croft, his second 6. Oh, wanted it. You could see he was lining up for it. The connection is so sweet. The result even more so. That has been hit a long, long, long way.
Beauty. What a beautiful shot. It's almost like a lofted on drive. Absolutely marvellous. High in the air. Should be taken. Fairly simple one. Dane Villas. Easy as you like. Well, not the start Derby wanted. Waterman goes big. Tries to go big. Cleaned up.
Gone. Oh, that's superb. Brilliant from Lamb. I wondered how long it'd be before we saw that. That is a Wayne Madsen special.
Now this he hasn't got. Oh, the second time of asking. It's cleanly struck, but straight down the throat. One off. Madsen goes. Jones takes it cleanly this time. Just the one attempt needed. He's going to go down the ground, but he's not got it. Liam Hurt has. Struck very sweetly as well. That's the start. That's the start from Critchley. Oh, it's well bowled. Boxed in. Oh, he's done brilliant from Alex Davis. Really, really fine work. Keeping his nerve. Staying calm. 6 to win off the last ball. It's just fallen short for Derbyshire. Just a single out to deep mid-wicket. And Lancashire breathe a sigh of relief.
And that was Lancashire's second win of the North Group, and pretty much the same way as the first win came about, making sure that they restrict the chasing team. And it was interesting to see that last over. We'll play it to you now, just to remind you of what happened in the last over by Tom Bailey, who's been brilliant this campaign so far, a non-T20 bowler apparently up until this season. And he delivered on that occasion, just like he did with his 5 for Leicestershire as well.
Yeah, it's been brilliant all year, to be honest. He's trained hard over the lockdown period, and it's brought into the game, obviously the last few games really. So his ability to hit back of a length with a new ball, but then obviously the last ball, the over there with pace off the ball, slightly back of a length, was always going to be tricky to hit. As I said before, we probably shouldn't have went down to the wire, but we did. And to be fair, it's credit to him. He's the experience that he's brought into this squad now, even though he hasn't played for a while. And his hunger to get better with a white ball has been credit to him, really. So I'm over the moon for him, and he's you know, as I said, he's doing the business for Lancs.
That unique pairing of skills, but also the mental aptitude to understand the situation, to perhaps choose which skill to adopt in the right situation. That's an important part of being a death bowler.
Well, it's being smart. it was a type of pitch that if you bowled it into the pitch in a fraction slower, it was harder to hit. And credit to him, he executed his skills really. So it's obviously you can talk about it, but if you don't execute it, you can get hit out of the park. So he executed it and he won the game for us really. So yeah, I'm really pleased for him.
Well, I'm glad that you said that he won the game for you, because we're going to bring in a gentleman now who might disagree with you. That is Alex Davis. Alex, do you want to come and join us? I'm going to get rid of Graham for a moment to bring in Alex Davis. Thank you so much for joining us, Alex. I appreciate it. It's a bit of a weird day. You're not necessarily expecting much to happen this afternoon, I would guess.
No, it's a bit grim now. It wasn't too clever when we got here, but it already looks pretty well out there, so I'd be surprised if we get anything in there.
Congratulations on your form so far. It's been pretty good. You have won the game potentially with others in those games that Lancashire have won, setting the scene, if you like, batting first both times. Tell us a little bit about how pleased you are about your form and potentially how you got to this point, having done so well over the course of the last few years.
Yeah, obviously it's really nice to contribute. You want to contribute every game you play for Lancs. I think it's important to remember that, yeah, I'm playing well, I'm in good form, but there's other lads that are really coming to the party as well. Bales has had a 5 for Keats has had 100. Danny Lamb's been consistent both games with the ball, so I think it's easy to look at my runs, but everyone else has been putting their hand up as well.
We'll show you some of the footage that we got from your 80 plus. In fact, it was better than your top score from last year, so there's definite progress. It's certainly statistically. And Warren, how important is it that Lancashire get themselves off to a good start? Because essentially in this form of the game, if you've got a good opening pair or good opening batsman and a good death bowler, you're half the way there.
Absolutely, it's a massive part of the game, that, Hugh, isn't it? Getting a great start, to which Keaton and Alex. I always love it when wicket keepers do well. You know, after a man after my own heart. It's a Lancashire lad. He's doing great at the top of the order. He's smashing it to all parts. He's keeping really, really well. And that wicket keeping, you're a central focus of the side, aren't you? And how have you felt the transition from red ball to white ball and carrying on your form? Because it's been great in both departments at the moment.
Well, keeping wise or just in general?
Keeping wise, because you spent a lot of last year, you know, in the outfield there, and Dane Villas was keeping because of an unfortunate injury. But this year, it's like you've never been away.
I like it when you're here because no one else asked me about keeping. But no, obviously I didn't keep it all last year because I broke my finger. But no, I'm really loving having the gloves back. Like you say, it's a different switching from red ball to white ball is a lot different. Red ball, you can catch every ball of the game, whereas white ball, not on the catch 10 or 15 in the game, but you've got to be switched on for them. So when that chance comes, you've got to be alert to take it. But no, I'm enjoying being back with the gloves. I'm enjoying that added responsibility and helping Dame with the angles and stuff. So yeah, I'm enjoying being back.
You say that added responsibility, Al. You know, you're keeping wicket and you're opening the batting. Two major parts of 2020 cricket. You must sleep at night.
Yeah, well, I love it. As you. Yeah, it is hard work, and the games are coming thick and fast, which I didn't anticipate my body feeling it as much as it is now, even though we're only 3 or 4 games in. But no, it's just about looking after myself off the pitch, doing the gym work with Webby, and yeah, hopefully, long may it continue.
Keep up the good work, mate.
Yeah, we should say that Keaton's played a large part in that as well. He's got the century, and you've added 2 good innings to that as well. How important is the relationship that you have and understanding that you might play different roles as well?
Yeah, I think it really helps that me and Keats are very different players, very different sort of statures as well. He's tall, difficult to bowl to because he gets on the front foot. I'm smaller, very difficult to bowl to as I get on the back foot. So I think people bowling at us find it quite difficult. And yeah, we've been going well in the red ball stuff, so it's just been nice to carry that on into the white ball stuff.
Well, we wish you well, perhaps not necessarily this afternoon, unless you can provide us with some sunny skies and potential for cricket. But as things stand, it's back to the pavilion and playing cards either badly or well, depending on your levels of ability.
A few lads playing cards, a few lads in the gulag on the PlayStation, but.
Well, we wish you well. Thank you very much indeed. Hope to see you again soon. To Warren, thank you very much indeed as well. What we would say at this point, we're expecting this game to be called off really in a number of minutes. So when that information comes, of course, keep an eye on all the social media channels from Lancashire Lightning. They'll let you know about that. Should there miraculously be some blue skies, we will be back on this stream. So just keep an eye out on the stream as well on Lancashire Cricket TV. For your company over the last 15 minutes or so, thank you very much indeed. I hope you're a little bit drier than the 3 of us are. and our crew as well. But for now, it's goodbye. We'll see you on Friday for Lancashire against Derbyshire. We'll be back when hopefully here in Liverpool it'll be a little sunnier.
Oh, come on now. What do you want? It's pretty rubbish, isn't it, I'm afraid? It's falling so heavily, falling at the wrong time. It's all very well saying it may clear later on this afternoon, but such is the weight of rain that's falling on this ground, and what a great shame. I really genuinely was looking forward to coming back and watching a bit of cricket here. I've watched a few games down the years, enjoyed it, even enjoyed being up on the pavilion where I started to watch a few years ago, and you could see over to the Mersey, and now of course I don't need to see the Mersey today. The Mersey's come here to us. It's really disappointing, and on one hand we say how grateful we are, how lucky we are, fortunate we are to get some live cricket and enjoying our cricket this summer. But now we've got it, and a truncated season. We want it to be as fair as possible. We don't want these one-pointers. We want to see some entertaining cricket and bring that to the listeners and the viewers. And sadly, we've had a bit of rubbish weather, really, over the first few days. And there's nothing we can do about it, but at least we're in the drive. Well, I am. Why did you bother going out there and getting as wet as you did?
I thought it was retreat inside, which is, I think, is in hindsight.
I think this streaming things get into your head.
I think it is. Yeah. I'm getting carried away. I'm getting too ambitious. The Lancashire wicketkeeper batsman Alex Davis is kind enough to join us for a few minutes here, nice and dry. Alex, thanks for joining us. You okay? Yeah, you're on. Are you all right? Yeah, which as Kevin described there, it's such a shame with it being such a good-looking fixture. The top two in the North Group, it was set up really nicely. In terms of how you have started as a team, are you pretty happy? You had that rain out at Leicester, but you've won either side of that against Durham and against Yorkshire.
But the viewer's point of view, the listener's point of view, the intensity that has been created by the players in the Bob Willis as well as the T20 competition has been really appreciated. And I know you would love to see, like we all would, some people back in sometime if we can between now and possibly October the 3rd.
हाँ जी एक मिनट मैं वही साढ़ा करना हजार रुपये అందుకే అందుకే నేనే చెప్తే ਕਿਹੜੇ ਝੂਠ ਬੋਲਦੀ ਹੈ ਜਦੋਂ ਟਾਈਮ ਹੋਵੇ ਤਾਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਨਾ ਜੇ ਬੰਦੇ ਫਿਰ ਤੂੰ ਛੱਡ ਦੇ ਨਾ आई है मुझे कहाँ पे आ गया क्यों आज ये रोज रखे होल्डर में जो कराए यूएसबी च होल्डर में जो कराए यूएसबी च केड़ा के ये दिल मेरा ਉਹ ਦਿਲ ਦਿਖਣਾ ਤਾਂ ਵੇਖਿਆ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਿਵੇਂ ਦਾ
बड़े मजे का पहली किस्त मसलन ना 6वीं किस्त तक रोना ही रोना
ਅਗਲੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਆਗੀ ਤੋ ਮਾਫੀਆ ਆਵੇ ਨਹੀਂ
ਆਇਆ ਕੀ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਵੇ
ਮੈਚ ਤਾਂ ਬੈਠ ਨਾ ਕਰੀ
ਤੁਸੀਂ ਵੇਖਣ ਦੇ
ਕਿ ਹਮ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਆ ਗਿਆ रेन स्टॉप ले ना क्लास छड़ी ना लेफ्ट इतने मानो कंपेयर इतना है तोबा नो उसको और सुना की हाल चाल
ऐसा ही मम्मी की है
लगता बुखार चढ़े यार नहीं नो हौसला ऑस्ट्रिये वही जानी तू है और दीवान की वेंद का दीवान की
लास्ट एपिसोड तक में
असा नहीं देखी यार और आप में थे खड़ के लो हां वो तो बाहर है काम के खड़ के छेड़ी ना दे मैं बार दिन 2 मिनट कोई में आई है ਇੱਥੇ ਨੇੜੇ ਕਰਕੇ ਸ਼ੇਰੀ ਡੋਂਟ ਯਾਰ ਇੱਥੇ ਇਹ ਨਾ ਹੋਏ ਤੂੰ ਛੇੜ ਛੂੜ ਕੇ ਤੇ ਗਾ ਪਿਛਾ ਕਰਦੇ Hello, Trisha, come here now. Trisha,
ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਮਹਿਰ ਕੋਸ਼ ਹੈ ਹਾਂ ਮਹਿਰ ਕੋਸ਼ ਇੱਥੋਂ ਹੈ
ਕੁਝ ਨਹੀਂ ਆ
ਨਹੀਂ ਮੇਰੀ ਭੈਣ ਨੂੰ ਬੜਾ ਪਸੰਦ ਹੈ
ਕਿਹੜੀ ਨੂੰ
ਤਸਕੀਨ
ਉਹ ਕਿੱਥੋਂ ਮਿਲਦੀ ਹੈ
ਤੂੰ ਪਾਪਾ ਗਏ ਤਾਂ
ਹਾਂ
ਉੱਥੋਂ ਵੇਖਿਆ
ਲਗਾ ਸੁਣਾ ਹਾਂ ਮੈਂ ਮਾਫੀ ਤਾਂ ਆਪ ਨਾ ਮੈਸੇਜ ਕਰੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਪਿਓ ਸਪੇਸ ਕੋ ਨਹੀਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਇੱਕ ਮਿੰਟ ਮਾਰ ਕੁਛ ਨਹੀਂ ਤਾਂ जनाब मरियम इसे ले लो खदी नीचे ले ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਸਪੇਸ ਹੋ फिल्म कर दे राइट लर फिल्म कर दे राबिया नु आखी सू तू आंदी सा
अरे मैं स्कूल
आ गई है
नहीं
हाँ अच्छा घर छोटी दा टीचर बनी
नहीं
सच्ची दसी
कसम नहीं मैं तो उन्हीं रास्ते पड़ी
दादे दी याद नहीं आंदी
आंदी है
किन्ने
बड़ी
दादे तो कबर ते नहीं
गई था
किदा दादे नु पढ़ के बख्शिया भी करना नहीं याद तो ना गया पर दादे बहुत होने ने तेन कोई सीहत नहीं सी
मैं तो घर ही को नहीं सके
सीहत गई थी
ये
रन्नी को गई थी ना कर सकती
मैंने क्यों मार
क्यों कौन से तेरे बार पड़ा खलोते हैं खाते हैं बदन
कितने मैंने पता जिन्हें को खलोते हैं
कौन खलोते हैं तीरो दे पड़ा ना मैंने लगता है वो छोटे दी आवाज ਰੱਬ ਕੀ ਕਰਦੀ ਸੀ
ਕੀ
ਹਾਂ
ਕੁਛ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ
ਹਾਂ ਦੀ ਨਾ ਕੰਮ
ਦੁਕਾਨ ਦੀ ਹੈ
हाँ जी वो नहीं पकांदी है
दुकान दी गए
तो हो जान के वाने बनाने पक्के ਉਹਨੂੰ ਫੋਨ ਕਰਕੇ ਆਖਾਂਗੇ ਇਹਦੇ 'ਚ ਬੜੀ ਆਕੜ ਜਿਹੀ ਆਉਂਦੀ ਹੈ ਸਭ ਆਕੜੀਆਂ ਰੋਟੀਆਂ ਖਾਣੀਆਂ ਹੁਣ ਨਹੀਂ ਵੇਖ ਦੂਸਰੋ ਕਿੱਥੇ ਵੜ ਗਈ ਆ ਪੂਰਾ ਕਰ
ਲਓ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਸਾਰਾ ਟੱਚ ਮੋਬਾਈਲ ਚਲਾਉਣਾ ਆਉਂਦਾ ਹਾਂਜੀ
ਕਿਹਦਾ ਚਲਾਉਂਦੇ
ਆਪਣਾ ਮੇਰੇ ਅੱਬੂ ਦਾ ਹੈ ਵੇ
ਮਰਾਸਨ ਕਿਹੜੇ ਅੱਬੇ ਤੇਰੇ ਦਾ
ਮੇਰੇ ਅੱਬੂ ਦਾ ਅਸ਼ਰਫ ਦਾ
ਆਹੋ ਤੇਰੇ ਅੱਬੇ ਨੂੰ ਚਲਾਉਣਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਟੱਚ
ਆਏ ਹੈ ਚਲਾਉਣਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਤੇ ਤਾਂ ਲਿਆ ਸੁਣਾ
ਕਿਦਾਂ ਦਾ ਲਿਆ
ਬੜੇ
ਮੈਂ ਪੁੱਛਾਂ ਮੇਰਾ ਪਿਆ ਹੋਇਆ
ठीक है
ਜੇ ਨਾ ਲਿਆ ਹੋਇਆ ਤਾਂ
टच मोबाइल लिया लेकिन उनको भी लिया था ऐसी विच मैं भी काढ़ी पाया
ਨੰਨੀ
हाँ
ਪਰ ਅੰਦਰ ਨੰਨੀ ਲੈ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਹੈ ਨੰਨੀ ਮੁੰਨੀ ਮੇਰੀ ਗੱਲ ਸੁਣਨੀ ਹੁਣ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਕਹੀਂ ਸੂ ਮਰੀਮ ਆਈ ਹੋਈ ਆ ਤੇ ਫੇਸਬੁੱਕ ਨਹੀਂ ਚਲਾਉਂਦੀ ਯਾਰ
फेसबुक कोई चला नहीं जा
ਹੋਰ
सब कुछ
ਅੱਬੂ ਚਲਾਉਂਦੇ ਫੇਸਬੁੱਕ ਰਾਤ ਨੂੰ ਲੱਗ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਆਖੀ ਸੂ ਉਹ ਆਂਦੇ ਸੀ ਸੜਕ
मैं आई तो पानी लगा
ਪਾਸੂ ਨੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਆਪ ਨਾ ਕਰ ਆ ਬਿਨਾ ਵੀ ਰਾਤੀ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਮੈਸੇਜ ਕਰੇ ਅੱਬੂ ਦਾ ਬੈਗ ਖਾਦੀ ਹੀ ਰਾਤੀ ਸੱਚੀ ਦੱਸ ਰੋਜ਼ ਇੰਨਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਦੀ ਆਖਿਆ ਬੰਦਾ ਮੈਸੇਜ ਹੀ ਕਰ
रोज रोज खादी
ਨਾ ਕਿਸੇ ਨੂੰ ਮੈਸੇਜ ਕਰੀ ਕਰ ਠੀਕ ਹੈ ਹੁਣ ਆਖੀ ਸੋ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਲਾਓ ਆਇਆ ਬੁਸ਼ਰਾ ਬਹੁਤ ਹੋ ਗਈ
तेरा डाटे ठीक है
अरे बेन जाना नहीं आज स्टाइल आया
आपको आपको
हाँ ओके
और हमारे को जाके करूँगा अभी आपको जाके कैसे कॉल मारे ये कुछ है हाँ या हो
मरियम आई है मरियम मरियम को बैग लाना नहीं या तू आ जाए मरियम मैं आखूँ
गेम लाया
To go into the final of the NatWest T20 Blast, they won by 5 wickets with 2 overs remaining. Levy, the man of the match, was 63 not out, 3 for 30 for David Willey. Hampshire against Lancashire there in their semi-final 2. Hampshire unchanged in their quarter-final. 2 changes for Lancashire. Hampshire won the toss. They have decided to bat. Nick Knight is alongside Nasser Hussain.
There's 3 sides left in this year's competition. Who will join Steelbags in that final? Hampshire, who've been here before on many occasions, been on this ground now for 3 semi-finals and have lost all 3. Lancashire, who have won the most games in the history of domestic T20 but have never won the tournament outright. 2 very, very good sides. 2 very good openers as well. Arguably 2 of the best in the competition. Carberry age 34, and Vince, age 24, a bit more of a power player, Carberry, and the touch of James Vince. Both in good nick. Eyes on this surface as well.
Nick.
Open the bowling, a little bit of off spin, 54 wickets, with below 28.
Chunti. एक मिनट
We give it a go, these two, Carberry and Vince. We saw in the 50 overs first ball that Vince face down at Wall Street, just strolled down the pitch and whacked it. Down. Straight away, Carberry off the mark.
मुझे याद आ गया इसका तेरा पास करके
Really good player. James Vince, batting average of 165. He never seems to overhit. So it's a 50 overs, 20 over game. Worcester, the quarter final. Just tuck that away and he'll pick up 2. Covered that game beautifully.
That's like that.
Those at the top of the show are absolutely right. It's style and class to him, as there is in Michael Carberry. But those figures will represent just how good a season he's had and what a blast campaign he's had on the bigger stage. And he impresses in the T20 squad, isn't he? To go against Australia in a couple of days' time. And that's why shots like that. Out on the leg side, no one out on the offside, gives himself room, he realises the new ball is just going to skid on, smashed it for 4. And 7 not out before light issue at Worcester, 90 not out again at Hove, 99 not out against Kent at Canterbury. And immediately after just 3 deliveries, he's forced a change in the field, that offside field, a bit more protection. It's captain to captain, isn't it, right now? Talking to them at the toss, they both studied with great interest, as you would, I guess, the first game. And at the end, when they tinkered with their final 11s, but plenty of spin options for both. Just a bit of a knuckleball there. The fingers were split on it, so it doesn't spin it, doesn't try and spin it, just comes out slow. It's out there, Vince. Made it into a full toss, but he'll keep the strike, 8 for none. There are 2 insiders in this game. Sharp around the circuit. There was a lot of domestic 2020 plays all around the world, 2020, and Carl Brown for Lancashire. He's out there in the field at the moment. Griffiths opening the bowling. 21-year-old, what a time to make your debut. Finals day for England under 19. He's a Lancashire boy, he's come through the system. No Jarvis, who was injured, he's got a broken hand. But they've given Griffiths a go, and this will be a real challenge for him. As I say, 2 very good opening batsmen. Good luck to him. Fielding, excellent. You always get that from Lancashire. They're very sharp in the field. You look at them and they look very athletic, very fit, very strong. Yeah, studied with a couple of very, very high quality players. There's one, of course, James Faulkner, Josh Butler. If you're picking a 2020 side from around the world, you'd probably have those 2 in it. 2 very good finishers. Yeah. That will be in the back of Hampshire's mind, won't it? They've got 2 lads at the end there that can absolutely smash it.
2 very good sides. I have said, I'm a huge fan of Yasser Arafat for the very same reason, finishing off the game. It's a 2020 cricket. A clever bowler.
in the air. It's a good start, this.
It is a good thing that he's on debut and got the new ball in his hand, so he hasn't got any time to fester, worry, be concerned. Just get straight into the game.
And they play a lot of T20 cricket. They've been playing second 11 cricket. They play so much of it, not so much 4-day stuff. Even at the start of the season, many a 2020 game. So this is not new to him. Immediately you can see that. Change to a slower ball. Excellent start. He needed a good start. So far, 4 dot balls. Ormskirk boy, so all credit to Lancashire. Coming through the system, get it out in the end. Five in a row.
Yeah, South on the road up. No drive there.
Sorry, someone just asked me. Atherton asked me where Ormskirk was. I had to shout at him if you heard me. It's on the way up to Southport. Southport's on the coast. Gets a maiden. Well done.
You should say right.
So experience at both ends now. George Edwards has just played the 4 games this season. Not a Lancashire boy, signed from Surrey. 6 matches in all, very good average. Economy's okay, bowling in the power play. Big, tall, strong lad. Nervy times, isn't it? In the dugout, you want a good start. We saw that from the first semi-final. David Willey set the tone for Northants, got those early wickets, and Warwickshire, Birmingham Bears never recovered, really. So what you want in a semi-final is a good start, just to settle the nerves. Be a wide. Has been set at 160 for this game, having seen the first semi-final. It's gone down by 10. Close to a wide. I don't think so on that occasion. Carberry was giving himself some room. Good umpiring. Very good. It was just inside that blue line.
Yeah, that's the guideline, isn't it? This makes enough room so in the end he can't quite access the ball. I don't know whether the bowler saw him going leg side and fired it in or not, but Carberry's always at you. He's always trying to put you under pressure by moving at the crease.
That's his natural shape, it looks like, Edwards, going across the left-hander. So Carberry's got to be careful of not running inside it too much. That's better, get across his stumps. Excellent start from Lancashire here. Just 10 after 2.5 overs.
I guess both sides have a pretty good idea what they think is a good score, having watched the first game. Just score for around 160 now. What do you reckon? I think that's a pretty good score, isn't it?
Yeah, I think 160. I think if they get, and also the pressure of a chase in a semi-final, even with Butler and Faulkner in your side. That's 7 dot balls now for Vince. However calm and cool he looks, will just be building on him the pressure. David Willey, just go and sit in the crowd and watch. Make that 8 dot balls for Vince.
Not seen much of George Edwards' bowl, but a little bit of flint off him as he releases the ball. Not so much in the run-up. Let's have a look at this. See if you agree. When he releases the ball, a bit of flint off.
Yes, Nick. They're both right-handed. 10 for none. Excellent start from Lancashire. It's a harsh game, isn't it? Griffith starts with a maiden, gets taken off. Not good enough. Needed a wicket maiden to stay on. Good change though. From youth and inexperience to a very experienced character. James Faulkner, left arm variations. He'll hit the pitch hard. Actually starts with a floaty little drive ball. He'll have to drag his length back. One thing we've learned from the semi-final, don't bowl drives, hit the pitch.
Make him feel a whole lot better about himself as well, because you're right, both pretty experienced players and very good players, but won't want to beat up too many dots as they did. It's a gift really, but still have to find the gap. That's why they're so good, these two, because they're pretty orthodox as well.
Thrashed. Did make it into half volley. Came down the pitch and smashed it for 4.
Yeah, no slogging. There won't be much slogging with these two. But, he's going back to his mark now under considerable pressure. It's just too full, too floaty.
Wide the change. Griffith's bowls are made and give him another one.
Well, first thing is you're expecting Faulkner to get it right from the start. All the experienced man of the match in the World Cup final. Secondly, perhaps he feels he doesn't want to be lining up a young lad who's making his debut. He's bowled so well. He can finish off. He can go and have a little field for a while. Good feel about his contribution. Knows that these two aren't going to hang around for too long. You're going to target a bowler. It happens to be Faulkner.
That's what he does really well. That's where he will be good on this surface. Those slower balls out the back of the hand that just stick in the surface and go nowhere. Look at this. Like a Chinaman bowler.
They're so difficult to pick, aren't they? Perhaps our viewers back at home don't always quite realise or appreciate just how difficult that ball is to pick.
And more importantly on here, to play, because it just seems to die. It goes nowhere.
Yeah.
And again.
And the key to it, isn't it? Same action, arm action. No reduction in pace at all. That's what one of the things you're looking for. It was pretty quiet out there when we were out there earlier.
Well, your boys are gone,
Yeah,
aren't they?
they're all gone home. Barbecue at home now for the lads.
because of the pitch so far. It's not been that many boundaries, has it? It's been an odd sort of day so far. Not many boundaries, but here we're having a few. 3 in this over. First one from Vince from that end. He has 2. Carberry has 2.
As is often the case, when you use your feet, bowler reacts by bowling it short and he's ready for it. No real pace in the surface, so he's using the angle around the wicket.
The slow ball misses out, Vince. He'll keep the strike, 25 for none after 4.
Little sweep up here, but you didn't put in though.
I didn't put in, I didn't win, so didn't gain anything, didn't lose anything.
It was a quid, just £1, the same million.
I didn't have a pound. Did not have a pound on me.
Everybody
Vaughan
else went in.
Did you put in, Nick?
Easy put in for me.
There you go.
I don't know who won actually.
Well, I know. I saw a picture of mine. I've just seen a picture tweeted of mine with his head hanging off. Bumble's alive, just about.
Switching to the pavilion, number 18, Gavin Griffiths.
Change of ends for Griffiths. Maiden from the Birmingham end. He's now at the pavilion end. In the air, won't carry to third man. Could go for 4. Does go for 4.
And with the standard fielding that we've seen now so often, particularly on the boundary edge, you'd probably expect Prince to have done better there. I think he got there in the end. They're on the charge now. Just used up a handful of overs, and now they're saying we're coming at you every ball. Yeah, I reckon he got there. I reckon he could have got that back. Should have done.
He's probably one of the few that Lancashire hide in the field, Prince. Old-fashioned cricketer. Spin. Just a single. Yeah, it was an eventful mascot race, wasn't it? Stumpy just coming up the outside, doesn't see the rope at all. He was after the Viking. He ain't getting up from that. He tried to get up, but he didn't. And Yorkshire won again. They're going to win everything. Could do the treble. Yorkshire Championship, 50 overs, mascot race, everything. What a year for Yorkshire. Right-hand combination as well. Field constantly having to change. Bowler changing his line. Again, struck nicely, but the field is placed well. Shows how many good young players there are around in one-day cricket now in England, but Vince didn't make that 50-over squad. Very good fielding. Saved a certain boundary. 33 for none.
Really good work. Number 3 spots can be taken by James Saylor. It might have been a lengthy meeting how to discuss James Vince at great detail. Of course, he is in the 2020 squad to play on Monday. I'm sure it won't be long. Should be a great opportunity for James Saylor if he gets the chance.
Only do they keep changing the bowlers, they keep changing the ends as well. It's 1 over for 2 from the Pavilion end, and moves up to the Birmingham end. Flintoff look-alike. Off the splice, should be taken, yes! Big blow, Carberry. Prince takes the catch, Lancashire have their first wicket.
Yeah, it is a big blow because Carberry was just beginning to find the boundary. You can see he was on the charge to finish the power play. Right, I don't think he quite found the middle of the bat this time, no. Top of the bat, splice, easy catch. Haven't quite got away here, Hampshire. So a lot of credit to Lancashire in the field and with the ball. Experienced bowling attack maybe, but it's doing okay for now. Carberry gone for 13, Hampshire 33 for 1.
Sure is, Nick. It's inexperience that's gone well. The 1 over that Hampshire have been able to get away was the over of Faulkner. Griffiths and Edwards have been excellent, really good. Brings Adam Wheater to the crease. The player who started with Essex has moved to Hampshire, has done pretty well for him. Coming in at 3. Need a little cameo from him. Key here is not to set your target too high. We've seen sides in the first game just struggle with their timing. Think about getting 160, then you're in the game. Don't try and go too big too early. Oh, they're going up for a catch here. Yep, Gibbon, a strangle down the leg side. What a depth that is. Edwards is on a hat-trick.
And it was very convincing from Edwards and from everybody. Keeper and all the fielders went straight up. Adam Wheater is going to take an eternity to walk off. There must have been a little inside edge here. Oh yes, I think so. Could only have been bat, really. I think that's why the finger was raised. Very, very unlucky, you have to say. He'll take it. And a good start continues. Adam Wheater out. First ball, 33 for 2 now.
Well, Josh Butler took an excellent catch here in the test match down the leg side where he caught Neville out. His glove work in the test series was excellent. And that was a real strangle. Edwards telling everyone I knew exactly what I was doing there. Wheater struggles down the leg side early on. Shah is in, and Edwards is on this hat-trick now. Lots of experience, youth against experience. David Willey here last year, no, 2 years ago. Northants got a hat-trick. Tom Smith this year for Gloucestershire has had a hat-trick against Essex. Tried the leg stump ploy again. Now the mind games begin for Hampshire. They might have made 6 finals days in a row, but the last 3 times they've been here, they've lost all 3 semi-finals. Tried different theories, different hotels. Cricketer is a very superstitious breed, they really are. Oh, wide a slip. And goes for 4.
By having a slip in place and a brilliant catch. There's that Flintoff action again, Nash, you see, it seems to be working, the magic. There you go,
yeah,
there it is.
Yeah.
It is.
Very similar.
Freddie would have had a couple of slips in, but you're doing all right, pal.
Michael Atherton has just asked, how did we get such a close-up shot of the bowler then? Maybe umpire cam.
Right on! Isn't it?
stuffing your mate, don't you?
Oh, what a stupid question. How did we get
He's just
such a
showing a
close-up
bit of
shot? The
interest in the
cameraman
game.
ran
No
out
way.
and stood in the middle.
Eh?
Something
Just being
called
keen and watching the
umpire
game.
cam. That might help. Let's have a look at Rob Bailey's view. Watch that no ball, watch the front foot, watch the other end.
Oh, good little slower ball. Lovely slower ball. 37 for 2.
Well, welcome back to Liverpool Cricket Club with some sad news, unfortunately, although it won't be very much of a surprise if you've either been looking at the weather from the northwest of England or indeed watching any of the stream that's been provided to you, because it was light rain that became heavy rain that became torrential rain. We had a mini typhoon for a couple of minutes there before it kind of reduced back to just being good old English rain, and as a result the umpires have decided to call this one off. Lancashire Lightning against Nottinghamshire Outlaws in the North Group of the Vitality Blast will not be taking place, unfortunately, this afternoon. Essentially from midday our time it has been constant rain, and about half an hour after the game was due to start the umpires decided they had seen enough, and I think everybody here at Liverpool Cricket Club were pretty much on the same page, to the extent that the Nottinghamshire players started to leave, and we took that as the sign that there wouldn't be any cricket here this afternoon. So it is with a little bit of a heavy and slightly damp heart that we say goodbye for now. Thank you for tuning in to the stream on Lancashire Cricket TV. We will be back on Friday, when I understand the weather will be much improved for Lancashire Lightning against the Derbyshire Falcons. It is here once again at Liverpool Cricket Club, where of course there'll be no fans, but we'd love to have your company anyway, of course. My thanks to Warren Hegg, to Alex Davis and to Graham Onions earlier on for joining us when we had a little bit of time to talk cricket. When hope was dying, it is now particularly extinguished. And under these skies, you can understand why a lot of things are getting extinguished, to the point that if you were here just a moment or two ago, you would have seen that lone umbrella skipping across the outfield, realising that the wind had taken it and it was long gone. So thank you for your company. We'll see you on Friday. We'll speak to you soon, and thank you for being with us.